A reflection is a kind of transformation of a quadratic function. To see what a reflection is, we're going to start by graphing this function f of x equals minus x squared by plotting points. Plugging each of these values for x in, we would get something like this, the minus from the function, then we get the -3 in parentheses, then we square. So following order of operations, I can see -3 squared is 9. Then I apply the negative on the outside so that I end up with -9. After doing a couple of these, we get the idea that this is going to be the same values that we would have on the graph of y equals x squared, except that all of them are negative. So -1, 0, -1 again, because this would look like -1 squared, which order of operations would have us do the square first and apply the sign last. So all of these do come out to be negative, well, except for 0, which has no sign. And we can now plot these points to see what the graph looks like. -3, -9, -2, -4, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, -1, 2, -4, and 3, -9. Connecting these points, we can see that we get a parabola, and this parabola opens down. We call this kind of transformation a reflection about the x-axis. And the reason that we call this a reflection is that if we consider all of the points that were on the graph of y equals x squared, like this point 1, 1, we can think of each of these points as moving to the other side of the x-axis from where it started. So if the x-axis is a mirror, so this here, right, is the x-axis. If this is a mirror, then we would take each point and, pretending that that's a mirror, see where it would fall on the other side of the x-axis. Up here we had 2, 4. That moves down to 2, -4. The effect that it's going to have on a parabola will always be to make the parabola open down. So we have a very simple way of interpreting this reflection, but reflections will come up for other graphs as well, and they're not always as simple as just making a parabola open down. Sometimes you really do have to think very carefully about what it means to reflect about that x-axis. So it's worth giving it a little bit of thought right now. But for our purposes, it works to just say the parabola opens down. And we have our rule. This is a minus sign in front of our x squared. So our simple way of thinking about this rule is to say if there's a minus sign in front of our x squared, then the parabola opens down.